Hi there, glad you could join me. I'm out for lunch actually. This is my idea of a lunch break. I come here out to a very old part of the forest, right by the ocean actually. Now, there's going to be some wind noise because of the weather. I'm sorry about that. I'll try to put some music on top of that so you won't be bothered by it. Now, I'm going to walk that way. So if you'd like to join me, please come along. Actually, the sea is right over there. That's actually part of the Oslo fjord. My home is that way. This is a very old yew tree, quite rare here in Norway, and they are protected. So there's a few younger ones over there among the very old trees. Did you know that the trees, they actually change the climate around them just a few meters? But here's a good example. It's very green. But if you just turn around, you have snow and ice. But the trees, they change the climate around them actually. Some of you have asked what is chaga and how does it look? Well, I have some chaga here. It's not the same as horse hoof fungus. It's black. It looks like this. This is a young chaga, so it will take a few years before you can harvest any of this. It typically grows on birch. And you have some chaga here, actually. And I wouldn't be surprised if now if there are more on this tree stump. Yes, this is chaga as well. Now since this is a dead tree, the chaga won't... When this falls over, the chaga will die. So I'm going to make fire, and I'm going to use the bow drill today, just to practice my bow drill skills. I'm going to make fire and a campfire, and boil up some water and have lunch. Actually, this spot, I made a video, the Hugin and Munin video. You might recognize the spot behind me. It's in that video. So this time I'm going to use a piece of wood over there. Someone has left it. Put that on the ground so I won't make any marks on the ground. I noticed that I didn't do that last time, and I felt bad. But there are no marks on the ground here now, so I think we're okay. But I'm going to use something underneath the fire this time. Now, when I look around me, I see lots of dry firewood, pine branches, also birch bark. So I'm going to process some firewood now to get the fire started, and I'll build the fire right here. Now this is too wet. When you break it, it should be crisp, break off with a snap. Ah, did you hear that? This is dry, much better. So I have everything ready now, I believe. But before we start making fire, I want to show you some items here. This is a leather holder for my my flask, my water bottle, like this. With wolves, and also my little axe. Now I'm going to bring the camera down a little bit like this. Now can you see this axe? Here it is. It's beautiful. It's my little Viking axe. I just used this now to process firewood, and I nicked the color here, but it's still beautiful. It's made to be used, right? It's beautiful. Now these were made for me by Hamish and Half Goat Leatherworks in Scotland. I'm really happy, very happy about this. So yeah, feels good to have this hanging in the belt. This has a separate, you can sling it across your shoulder like this and carry your water like this. Yeah, the fire. Let's take a closer look. What I have done is to make sort of a tray here with 4 pegs, so that the fire won't spread and make ugly marks on the ground here. I have some feather sticks and stuff here. I have some larger firewood here. This is actually pine with a very high resin content. And also, let me show you. I'll put the camera back on the tripod. Come on. Now, in the box with these items from Scotland, Hamish had wrapped it all in this stuff, which I will use as tinder material. It should be perfect. So Hamish, I'm using everything. Like this. Should be perfect. I'll put this underneath like this. Yeah, and here. Okay. Some people would say, why don't you just use a lighter? Well, this is much more fun. It's always a magical moment. I will see if I can get this to work. Hamish, I hope this is dry. Let's see. It's burning. Okay. Now, if it wasn't for the helicopter that just... this helicopter is bothering me. Go away. Fly away. I'm really sorry about the helicopter. The good thing about the steel bottle is that you can actually put it in the fire to boil water, which I'm going to do now. This one is brand new. It came with this beautiful bottle holder. Now let's see. I had a plan about how I was going to do this. It usually works just fine, but now let's see here. I know this was not what you expected, I guess, but I am the worst chef in the entire boreal forest. So I'm just going to pour some hot water into this bag, and that will be my lunch actually. So yeah, I'm sorry about that. Now this is supposed to, I'm supposed to wait a little bit, which I almost never do because I'm very often hungry. But while we wait for this stew to cook, or well, we'll take a look at the ocean because it's just behind me. I love the ocean. There it is. Try to zoom in. And I have been sailing out there so many times. It's beautiful. we have Mr. and Mrs. Swan down in the bay here. They are not coming any closer now. I'm looking forward to summer now. I remember once, I think it was last year, I was so now I love the sea, I love sailing, I love swimming in the sea, and I couldn't wait, so I took my first bath in the sea in February, and it was kind of cold actually. It was very cold. Now, but anyway, this was my lunch break, rather long lunch break today. I'm really glad that you could join me and spend this time with me. I hope I didn't waste your time. I had a great time up here in the woods. It's a wonderful place, and I come here quite often actually, and I never meet any people here, at least not during winter. And yeah, it's always very, I think serene, is that the word? It's very calm, very peaceful out here. And the air smells of the sea, the North Sea. There's something about the ocean, But anyway, thanks for joining me, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I will have another video up in next weekend, and I hope I'll see you then as well. Now, if you haven't subscribed to this channel already, then please consider subscribing if you enjoyed this video. And I think that's all for now, and I hope you'll have a wonderful day or night, whatever it is when you're watching this video. And until I see you next time, take care.